Now Mattel love to drop teasers about what they are doing, but this time they've kept themselves very secretive. Did anyone notice the top secret website that they were working on? Well, no one did until the website suddenly dropped to surprise us all. They in fact dropped a sneaky little email. Let's create what's next. Getting your must-haves across the pond. We're stocking an amazing selection of our collectibles in the United Kingdom, and you can get them faster from the UK site than the US site with lower shipping costs. Yes, we've done it! We've colonised Mattel Creations! Hang on, Barry, hang on, mate. Stop your celebrations. It's not quite that. But don't worry, my US peeps. I know they've taken TikTok away from you, but they're not taking Mattel Creations, don't you worry. In fact, this may even be a good thing for you lot and everyone else outside the UK. However, for us unfortunate people that are stuck living in the UK, this sudden new site has got us asking a ton of questions. And as usual, Mattel has given us no answers. It's all down to the poor moderators of the forums to give us as much info as they can again. Now, I jumped the gun in my last few videos complaining about the NFTs not being redeemable and not being able to buy off the US site. This time I decided not to jump the gun with this video, and we have actually got another email from Mattel specifically for the UK site, so let's check out what that says. As a valued Redline Club member, we wanted to let you know that your membership is valid on our US based Mattel Creations website, as well as our newly launched Mattel Creations UK website. Nah, how kind of them. We invite you to enjoy the following benefits when you shop the UK site for member exclusive collectibles. Releases offered at a more convenient local time. I disagree. Deliveries sooner from the UK site than the US site at a lower cost. Opportunities to shop the US site for items that sell out on the UK site. Now that bit's quite interesting. Your Redline Club community will continue on Mattel Creations as is. They will remain here as your one-stop shop to chat with other collectors and get the latest insider news, sneak peeks and behind-the-scenes content. So most of it will just stay on the US site, but we will have the opportunity to order a few things from this site. When and what? Who knows? Cheers, the Mattel Creations team. Wow, they've even used like words we would use, like cheers. Like cheers. Wow. Let's jump into another email about the new McLaren. Yes, this Elite 64 car is being released on the UK site, and this is coming out on the same day for both the US and the UK. However, this car is arriving at our local time. Apparently a more convenient time. Launches January 21st, 9 AM GMT. Oh no, Mattel. Now call me abhorrently lazy, I am. 9 AM, I don't want to get up that early. Now originally 9 AM PT or Pacific Standard Time was really quite good for us here in the UK, or at least for me anyway, because that was 5 PM. For the most part, I've just got home from work and I got all the time to jump on the computer and grab the newest release. If I was still at work, having a break at 5 PM was a little bit easier than, trying to get a break at 9 AM when you've only really just started the day off. So not only is it going to be harder for me while working, even the days I've got off, I've now got to get up early in the morning. Small things, I know, but ugh. Let's face it, the times are going to affect everyone differently. Not everyone does 8 till 5 like me, so, it is what it is. However, even if we miss it, it doesn't seem like all is lost. As it says in the email and the forum post, it looks like we're going to be able to have a second chance at buying it off of the US site. I don't know if it's going to be for all releases, but at least for this one, this Elite 64 car, it does appear we can also buy this on the US site. So maybe I'll be lazy and just wait and buy it on the US site anyway. And another interesting thing, the cars that are currently on the UK site are actually way more expensive than this car that's about to be released. However, they're also cars that have sold out on the US site, which is rather interesting. It must mean they either kept some aside or sent some over in advance. As far as I'm aware, I don't think anyone from the US can go and order these. I mean, give it a go and let me know. I'm pretty sure you can't, which I imagine is going to really aggravate a lot of the US people because, the UK now get 2 chances. They can buy off both sites. Oh my god, it's not fair. Well, maybe this is Mattel's slight apology for only sending us 5 treasure hunts a year. Seriously, they just don't exist. And all the US exclusives you get over there, like the mail-ins, etc, etc. Now here's why I think this is going to be good for the US collectors and everyone else who has to use the US site. I would imagine Mattel are making more numbers of these cars anyway. They haven't numbered cars in a very long time, so they're probably making more just to send out for the UK site. But even if they're not making more cars, us UK lot are still going to buy the cars off the US site anyway. So in sending them over to the UK and giving us our own separate site, there's going to be less strain on the US site when their cars drop. So you may actually see some slight improvements on the website when your releases drop over there. You might even find there's some slight improvement in shipping as there's less to ship out from the US depots. Now what this means for us UK collectors, well, I don't actually know. It looks like we're going to have a bit more work in figuring out what we're going to be able to buy from this site or have to go to the US site, as only some releases are coming to the UK site. So a little bit more effort on our end, but of course we're rewarded with these quicker postage times, which, I mean, if you want to get your collectibles sooner, that is pretty cool. And I'm really hoping that this is a step for more of these localised sites coming up in future. So perhaps getting some more throughout Europe, maybe in Australia as well. You know, maybe we can see some more of these localised sites coming soon where we can get our cars a bit quicker at reduced postage costs. I mean, let's face it, Mattel is a massive company and I can't see why they can't do it, you know? The biggest drawbacks at the minute, as this is still new, is all the stock that's currently on the US site we can no longer buy for whatever reason. So hopefully you got all the cars you wanted recently, and if you're renewing your subscription around now like I have, it does seem a little bit lacking in that department, and of course, as usual, communication isn't really existent. None of us really know what's going to go on. We've just got a few mod posts and we're just sort of winging it and hoping for the best. Anyway, that's enough ramble. I think that's pretty much all we have to cover. Like I said, things are very uncertain about this new site. No one really knows what's going to come of it. Hopefully positive things, but we can only keep our fingers crossed. Let me know what you think of this. If you're from the UK, let me know if you think this is going to be a good or a bad thing. And for my US watchers, how do you feel about this new website? Does it make you a little bit peeved off? I wouldn't blame you. Anyway, as always, I hope you've all enjoyed watching. I hope you've been able to put up with my silly little meme edits. Lastly, I hope you didn't mind all the stock footage. I know it's a bit tasteless, but I yabber on so much it's quite hard to find video to fill my audio tracks for these videos. Plus, I'm paying for it, so might as well get my money's worth, I guess. As always, I'll make another video if any updates arise, but for now, cheers for watching, and I hope to see you again in the next video.